Today, in Königswinter, Germany, the two-day G7 summit began, attended by finance ministers from the group of the seven most economically important countries in the world. The main topics of the meeting are the effects of the war in Ukraine and the consequences of the COVID-19 pandemic. The topic of the war in Ukraine will be at the centre of this meeting. This unprovoked criminal attack by Russia poses an additional threat to the development of the world economy. We are talking about inflation, but we are also facing difficulties after recovering from the pandemic. Putin will not achieve his war goals in Ukraine. But there is one thing he has already achieved: international cooperation. It is better than ever. The member states of the European Union are showing solidarity with the Ukrainian authorities and providing support. Today in the Bundestag, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz said that the European Union must make concrete preparations for the reconstruction of Ukraine by creating a fund that will help cover the billions in rebuilding costs of the destroyed country. Helping a brutally attacked country is not an escalation of the war, but a defence aid, and ending the violence as soon as possible. Putin still believes he can use bombs to make his way to peace, but he is wrong. He was also wrong about the determination of the Ukrainians and the unity of our allies. There will be no forced peace because the Ukrainians will not accept it, and neither will we. One of the most important topics on the international agenda is the entry of Sweden and Finland to NATO, and the announcement of a Turkish veto. The United States is in advanced negotiations with Ankara on this matter. There was also discussion today by the US President Joe Biden, Swedish Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson, and Finnish President Sauli Niinisto. As Mateusz Morawiecki announced during the conference of the Polish Institute of International Affairs Strategic Arc, in the event of a threat to Sweden and Finland during the process of their accession to NATO, Poland will come to their aid. The Prime Minister also added that permanent NATO bases should be established on NATO's eastern flank, and Poland is ready to build them. International institutions face major challenges aimed at bringing the war to an end, shortening cooperation with Russia to a minimum, and helping Ukraine. The European Commission yesterday unveiled a plan to end Europe's dependence on Russian fossil fuels by 2027. The investment has an estimated value of €300 billion.